Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Bringer of War, and I hope you guys liked my new intro. If you've seen my other videos, you'll know that this is pretty much my third version of my introduction piece, and obviously the first one I really couldn't hang on to because I was still having resolution issues back then, so you get these annoying black bars on the side. And the second one, I don't know, I thought that was a little bit too basic, and I would have preferred something with music, so this definitely has music. So I hope you guys like it. It's the product of today's tinkering. Let me know in the comment section what you think. I'm a little bit concerned it might be a tad too long, but I like it. I think it's pretty fun to watch, so let me know what you think. As for the video at hand, this is a replay of a game my brother and I had on Steps. We are both playing Tier 7 tank destroyers. We're top tier. This is a pretty nice matchup for us. But this is a game where basically we wound up carrying the entire team, as you'll see in the end. I'm kind of giving away the ending here, but yeah, that's what wound up happening in this game. Our team kind of derped around and it fell to us to save things. So there's my brother's first kill, taking out one of these Type T-34s that's rushed up the center, and we've kind of assumed normal tank destroyer spots in this map, but I've taken fire from across the map, and I'm pretty sure that's that T-20. It's either the T-25-2 or the Jagdpanther, my opposite number on the other team, shooting across, and I'm being lit up by the Type, so I'm relocating now. My brother's already lost half his health, so this was not a great beginning to a game for us. I don't think either of us thought it would turn out the way it did. But as you can see, we're gravitating towards the cap. We are both acutely aware of how easy it is for teams to ignore the flag on this map in particular and wind up getting capped out because they can't get back in time and reset the cap. So we're starting to make our way over here slowly but surely. Still a little bit concerned about that Type T-34 because if he noses up out of the depression that he's in, that little road there, he will most likely light us up, and then I could be hit again by that Jagdpanther or T-25, whoever was shooting at me before. So we both kind of moved up here, both looking for shots on the couple of enemies who have approached the cap, and I'm spied just the sliver of the T-43. No luck yet. But then I get a shot at him. He backs down. And I do apologize in advance. There are a couple of bits in this video which are a little bit slower than I would have liked, but then again, we are playing tank destroyers, and these aren't particularly well endowed with health, so we do have to kind of guard our health carefully and play carefully, especially given that my brother has a bit of an advantage over me in that he has a turret. I'm a fixed turret, well, not fixed gun rather, not a fixed turret, fixed gun tank destroyer, so that limits my options, and I have to kind of play a bit more carefully, whereas he can, as he's doing there, use some of the little hills and depressions. So he's staying there, trying to get a couple shots on the guys who really haven't come out of cover towards the cap. But I'm pulling back, and I'm starting to tell him that I think we should both get back here because, looking at the map, things have not gone well on the 1-2 line. And here I waste a bit of time looking for a shot on this Jagdpanther. Unfortunately, the first shot I take misses, and then I lose quite a little bit, hoping that he will pop out from behind this rock, but I don't think I get any shots off here, unfortunately. You can see my brother starting to move back to join me. And one of the lessons I think you can walk away from after seeing this game is that it really does pay to pay attention to your map and to read the kind of ebb and flow of the battle and where your team is and where they've gone and where they've succeeded or failed. Obviously, looking at the map now, they've certainly failed on the 1-2 line, and we're down by quite a number of tanks here. Scores 4-8. So I'm telling my brother, okay, I think we need to assume this position now, hold this, and use these rocks to our right for cover and try to take out anybody who's pushing from that direction, from the west side of the map. So we've got an IS coming over, KV-2, and possibly the KV-3 and the ARL unless they change directions. Take out the KV-2, getting my first kill of the match. Second kill of the match for ARL. I'm grinding through that tank right now, and I know his pain. And unfortunately, we leave this IS on 1% health. But my brother finishes him off before he can get away. And another reason for coming over here was to try to protect the Nashorn and the Hummel. Unfortunately, the Nashorn got taken out, but in the end it was certainly worth, as you'll see, it was certainly worth taking care of this Hummel. He gave us quite a bit of help at the end. And what you see me doing here is something that works part of the time. It works with tanks like this, where you have a fast aiming and fast firing and accurate gun that you can kind of play this tank. That allows you to play this tank almost in third-person mode a fair amount of the time. And that's what you see me doing here, because I'm trying to be acutely aware of the terrain. So I'm not even using first-person mode here. I'm just kind of doing this all in third-person, paying more attention to where I'm driving and where I'm angling than where I'm shooting. But it's working so far. Unfortunately, I do get ammo racked there, but use the repair kit. So now I'm good to go again. Although I've lost even more health, probably a one-shot. Certainly for that KV-3 if he's using the top gun, and close to a one-shot for a number of the other tanks that we're facing here. Or rather, that are lined up behind us and that we'll have to deal with later. So there we go. We've taken out everything advancing from the 1-2 line. And my brother's idea here was, okay, well, we better get on the other side of this little depression and do the same exact thing in reverse, because it looks like these guys are coming out of the cap straight at us. And I think that it wasn't a bad assumption, but I think that they were actually not coming for us, but trying to take out that SU over there, who has moved down, I guess, to try to reset. But you can still see that we're thinking that they might be coming for us at first. And luckily, we spot the FV-304, who could have easily done quite a lot of damage to us when we were parked up right next to each other. And he can't really get away, because I'm pretty sure I took out his engine with that first shot. So he struggles to back up, and I take him out. That's a very useful kill. So I'm telling my brother, why don't you move up, poke over with the, use your turret, and I'll give you some long-range cover. But it doesn't look like anybody's directly in front of him anymore. It looks like they've pulled back into the cap circle. Speed this up just a little bit because I'm being a bit indecisive. My brother moves in, takes out the Jagdpanther, who is at the back left, I believe, of the cap circle, and I'm telling him, hang in there, don't rush it, don't be too aggressive, I'm coming, I want to give you help, don't get yourself killed. And actually, there you go, example number 1, that Hummel really coming to our help here. To our aid, taking out that KV-1. Who, as you can see in the chat, is thrilled that the Hummel killed him and denied him his mission. I guess he was on the capping mission. So I took out the BDR, getting my 5th kill. I'm playing with this T-29 here, trying to get him to take a shot. My brother puts a shot in, he's distracted, and I swoop in and get a nice and neat little top gun. So in the end, we wound up saving the team, and I'll show you how we both did in the post-game stats. So how did we do? Well, clearly that game was worth a first-class mastery badge for me, and as I already mentioned, I got the top gun, but we also received Brothers in Arms. Well, I got 6 kills, my brother got 4, and as you can see there, he did just over 2,700 damage. So both of us had a great game for Tier 7 tank destroyers, and especially given the gun on the Jagdpanther, I really don't have to use APCR in a matchup like that, so I can really just earn credits all day. And so this is a pretty fun game where we got to help save a team, and I don't think we thought we would do that well, but it worked out all the same. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching it, and if you did, please comment, rate, or subscribe. I really appreciate it, and I want to thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.